Salams and welcome. Thank you for joining me in another episode of the Quran in English, Basics for Beginners. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Those who listen in truth, be sure, will accept. As to the dead, Allah, God most merciful, will raise them up. Then will they be turned unto Him. So this once again the Quran is saying as an absolute guarantee that everyone who is dead will be raised up and returned to Him, because we belong to God and unto Him is our return. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Everything belongs to Him. Everything started off as a big bang 13.8 billion years ago, and everything will return to Him in the big crunch when everything will collapse unto the starting point again, guaranteed without a doubt whatsoever. It does not matter how your body has been decomposed. You could have been buried in the soil, or you could have been cremated, or you could have fallen down into a volcano in Hawaii, or Polynesia, or Indonesia, or in Japan, it does not matter. Or you can drown in the deepest part of the ocean in the Mariana Trench, 11 kilometers deep in the ocean. Or you can be frozen in liquid nitrogen minus 270 degrees and shot out into outer space to the Andromeda galaxy and beyond that. It does not matter. God will bring you back to the planet Earth. He will raise you up and you will then stand in front of Him. Your entire body will be reassembled right up to your fingertips. Your bones will be reassembled, your muscles will be reassembled, your heart, your liver, the kidney, the muscles, your eyes, your nose, your teeth. Even your 100 billion brain cells will be reassembled, including the trillions of neuroplastic dendritic interconnections, so that all your memory will be restored to you. It doesn't matter even if you died from Alzheimer's or any form of dementia, you will have all your memory returned to you, and your 30 trillion biological cells in your body will all be returned to you, even up to the mitochondria, the endoplasmic reticulum, the histosomes, the smooth RNA, the rough RNA, the messenger RNA, including the DNA and the DNA molecule with 6 billion base pairs, with 3 billion base pairs from the mother, comprising 23 chromosomes, and 3 billion base pairs from the father, comprising another 23 chromosomes, giving us a total of 46 chromosomes. Everything will be restored again exactly up to your fingertips, including your retinal eye scan, which is unique for everyone. Your fingerprint is unique for everyone, as well as the fingerprint of your tongue. Your tongue print is unique for everyone. All of that will be restored. You will then stand in front of the Creator Supreme, and you will then have to answer if you have fulfilled your mission on earth for which you have been created and for which you have been specially sent. Because we are the aliens. The planet Earth is not our home. Our home is in the skies and in the heavens. And the Commander Supreme, the Creator Supreme of the heavens and the earth, has sent us to the planet Earth to do a job. And we will have to answer, did we fulfill the mission for which we have been created? They say, why is not a sign sent down to him from his Lord? Say, Allah has certainly power to send down a sign, but most of them understand not. There is not an animal that lives on the earth, nor a being that flies on its wings, but forms part of communities like you. And I love this verse. I absolutely love this. This is such an amazing and fabulous verse in the Quran, and I'm sure you agree with me as well. And if you just look at basic nature, the other day I was feeding some birds in the garden, and there was this beautiful bird that always comes here with white. It's quite a large bird, but it's very fast, and it's got white wingtips, and it's got like eagle legs on it, but it doesn't fight with the other birds. And its partner on that day was feeling sick. So this was a male, and the female was just sitting on the wall, and her shoulders were hunched. And this guy, He went down, he collected the bread in his beak, and he went up and he started feeding that bird. I was so absolutely amazed. I said, wow, look at this bird. And not only that, he went down again, picked up another piece of bread. He flew over onto the neighbor's yard and he was feeding other birds there. Now on YouTube and TikTok, there's amazing thousands upon thousands upon thousands of videos where we see how animals are forming communities like families. You take a pride of lions. There is the father lion, and the lion acts like an ordinary king, like a human king, because the lion is not interested in one wife. I mean, he's got about 10, 20 wives, and he's got consorts, and he has fun. He's got a whole harem of woman lionesses with him. But then you have the lion, you have the many lionesses, and you have the baby cubs, and they all form a family. And then you have a herd of elephants, and you have the male elephant there, and then you have the matriarch, the main female elephant, and you have aunts and sisters and the baby elephants. And if that baby elephant has got into problems, all the other elephants will come and help them out. And then if you have a lion chasing a herd of buffalo, and if one of the buffalo is injured, then the entire herd will stop, and the male alpha buffalo will turn around and will attack the lion, and all the other buffaloes will start coming to attack the lion. So there is a sense of mercy, and there's a sense of commonality amongst the creatures that God most merciful has created. And especially we see the amazing bees and the termites. The ant families are absolutely amazing. And studies have shown that ants, the majority of ants are female. And the Quran mentions this because when Sulaiman alayhi salam and Solomon was going with his army, and then he said, the ant was there, and she said, because the Quran said, she said to the other ants, go quickly into your homes because Solomon may trample on you by mistake. And many people forget that point because the Quran mentions the word she as a female. And studies have shown that scientists have found that the majority of ants are females. Can you imagine? Absolutely amazing. Now, how did Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, a person who grew up in Arabia 1400 years ago, how would he have known without a microscope or without advanced scientific knowledge that ants are female? And the Quran confirms it, and today modern science confirms it, that the majority, 99% of ants are female. Then you have very few ants that are male, and the major ant, the mother termite, is like the queen. She's a female. Absolutely amazing. And they all form communities like human communities. And you find sometimes there's grief. You'll find an elephant having tears in its eyes if one of the partners has died. So they've got emotion, and they're so amazing. You'll even find dogs, or some dogs, like for example, the owner has gone to war and the owner has come back dead, and you'll find this dog crying on the coffin. Well, not really crying, but sitting so sadly over the coffin, or sitting next to the grave for months and months and months. So it is an absolutely amazing thing, and that is why Islam places such a great emphasis on showing kindness to animals, showing kindness to the environment, showing kindness to all creatures, big and small. Nothing have we omitted from the book, and they all shall be gathered to their Lord in the end. Join me in the next episode. May all that is good for you come to you in great abundance, barakah, blessings, and afiyah. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.